So what you're telling me then, if I read between the lines, is that if the estimate goes beyond the $1 million, you're going to get that from private donation.
Cost beyond $1 million will be able to raise it from the community to complete this effort.
I believe you.
I'm just add for a little more addition to that. First of all, these grants have really long lead times, so I believe projects wouldn't even start until July of 2027. If there is a delta, Friends of Badger Mountain have been extremely successful, but if there is a delta, that is certainly something the city could consider. $1 million is a lot, but if there's a few $100,000 delta between $1 million is a lot, but if there's a few $100,000 delta between us, we'll be working on that together. There are also other funding tools, whether that's lodging tax funding or some other resources. So we're also committing that if this grant is successful, we can look at other funding sources locally, or maybe make up some of that delta with city funds as well. But it's really that $1 million price tag. That's just a really big lift for us in our capital improvement plan.
Yes, that will be a fabulous challenge. If we have this grant from Washington State, raising any additional dollars needed will. Anyways,
sounds like you got it all well thought out. Thank you very much, David.
I would send you money.
So there we go. Fundraising has begun. Thank you.
All right. Do you have any more comments or questions? So thank you so much for your presentation and for the history. And again, I appreciate too the effort and time and the consistency of collaborating with the community and with the city to create this great space for everybody. So thank you so much for that work.
Right on. Thank you.
Okay. So for our commissioners, we're going to go ahead at this time. We can entertain a motion to recommend this the submission of this.
Before we actually have the motion, because that kind of ties our hands once it gets seconded, is there any discussion?
No, discussion
further?
first.
Really impressive. So I think this fits right in with what this commission is all about.
Any other points to talk about, commissioners? Okay, so at this time we'll go ahead and accept any motion.
With that being said, I make a motion to recommend that City Council approve submission of the Little Badger Trail Recreation and Conservation Office grant application.
Second.
Okay, so it's been recommended. First motion has been made by Commissioner Thompson and seconded by Commissioner Biltz. All in favor of accepting and recommending this motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. So this has been recommended and accepted. Thank you. All right, so moving on to our next order of new business. Director Waite.
We don't have a PowerPoint presentation. This is just the follow-up item from your workshop. So it's really your discussion item for the commission goals. You should have received the draft of those. I'm happy to entertain any questions, but it's more in your realm. So I'm mostly here as a smiling face for you to have this item brought before you.
All right, so commissioners, this is our opportunity to have a discussion about our Parks and Recreation Commission goals for 2026.
Yeah, after reading over these, that the Park and Rec Goal 1, Objective 2, I think it should state each commissioner will attend at least 4 Parks and Recreation related events in a year.
Okay. Adding that language in there. So Objective 2 underneath Goal 1 would read, each commissioner will attend a minimum of 4 parks and recreation related events in a year to increase opportunities for community engagement, expand perspective, and provide context for the work of the PRC. Perspective and provide context for the work of the PRC.
I just want to note that I'm completely in favor of this objective. I think it's great. And I'm glad to see it included. I just want to kind of make a comment that there may be conditions where a commissioner fails to do that. I mean, these are goals and objectives. They aren't in bylaws or anything like that. It's not going to be grounds for dismissal or anything like that from the commission, but it's a goal and an objective, and I think we should all try and meet it. I just wanted to kind of get that out there. That
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not like there's going to be a discipline problem if you don't meet that, but in the same way, you're also expected to make majority of our business meetings and workshops. So, I mean, there's no set number that's set in stone for that also.
Oh, I disagree. There are, and I think in the in bylaws or rules or something that there are certain requirements for attendance.
My point is that there can be situations where you're not meeting those minimums either. Yeah. And again, there's no repercussions or at least that I've heard of, disciplinary or kicked off the commission or whatever. So. And you've obviously been on this commission for a long time, so maybe that has been a point of contention.
It hasn't been a point of contention, but my understanding is that we have an obligation to meet certain attendance requirements as a condition of remaining a commissioner, and that's why I'm trying to draw that distinction.
Sure. Okay. And I just don't. I feel that putting a minimum of 4 meetings is not overburdensome.
I agree.
Okay. So I like the clarification that this is just what we have to make sure that we're.
I'm not suggesting any word changes other than what Commissioner Thompson has already recommended. At least I'm fully supportive of all that. I just wanted to have that discussion.
Okay. All right. Any other thoughts or discussion on that change? All right. Is there anything else that we'd like to discuss at this time regarding our goals?
I'd just like to say that Chair...
At this time regarding our goals.
I'd just like to say that Chair Gutierrez, I think, did an excellent job of recording and assimilating our discussion from our workshop into this. So I don't know, Vice Chair Hodges, if you probably helped with this as well, but somebody did a great job.
She did fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm really like what's in here. It's much more tangible and definitive. I can get my arms around it.
Yeah, I agree to that. I really like the stated list of goals because I noticed from a lot of the workshops, a lot of the goals were just very broad and general things. I really like this nice list of things. That being said, I had a question about the 12-month pool access. This isn't like asking for a change or anything. I was just asking how, if we had any updates on how Pasco had been doing with theirs.
I mean, it's fairly new, so we haven't really seen metrics.
Okay.
But I think it's been successful, and mostly our conversations have been operationally. How does that work, and what's the maintenance requirements to do the setup and removal of the dome?
Okay, I just was wondering if there's any major updates. That was all.
Okay. Any other discussions? Okay, so I just would like recommendation if possible. So since we are changing the language.
Commission goals, we have it in the minutes what the changes were.
Okay, fantastic. Keep it simple. Thank you. Okay, so at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the 2026 Parks and Recreation Commission goals with the discussed changes. That'll be the change to our motion.
I move to adopt the 2026 Parks and Recreation Commission goals with the discussed changes.
I second.
All right, so the recommendation motion has been, first motion was made by Commissioner Mason. It was seconded by Commissioner Kreis. All those in favor for accepting these, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, thank you. So these have been adopted for our goals for 2026. All right.
I just had a question on Goal 4, Objective 2, river access. Were there specific things that were recommended by parks?
So for Objective 2, the river access?
Yeah. Were there some specifics there, or just in general, are you wanting to maintain or increase river access?
Yeah, so I think for this particular one, we're just focusing, so this falls into the promote the development and improvement of facilities within the park system. So these are just items to consider as we're looking to promote and preserve these spaces and to have access. So it's an area of focus for us to make sure that we still have access to the river. The public has access to the river. So
okay.
Any other
Do you mind if
commissioners
I
want to
add?
add to that? If we have any unfinished business? Okay, go ahead and move on, seeing we have none. All right, so now we have the council liaison report by Pat Holton. I'm not sure, you being new to our commission meeting, we usually have an opportunity for you to share some things and updates from the city council. So today, if you don't, I'm not sure if that is new to you. So if you have some updates, you can feel free to share. Just introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about you and your role. Have some updates, you can feel free to share. Just introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about you and your role.
I guess my only update is that I'm official now.
Okay.
So I'm totally excited about that. This was my number one request, was to be on the parks. I live on top of the dike at the end of Van Giesen. So I overlook Leslie Groves Park. My kids played, their whole childhood was playing down in Leslie Groves Park. And so I'm very familiar with, very supportive of the parks. That's one of the greatest things about Richland is the parks. That and the Badger Mountain, it's just incredible. So I'm just very, very excited to be working with you and have some ideas of my own and, things that I'd like to see in working on that.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you aboard and look forward to working with you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. We move on to our recreation report. Julie is not here tonight, so I think Director White will take this one.
And I'm a very poor substitute for Julie's enthusiasm. Julie sent me some notes. I believe you also received a memo that I just... Give me just a moment to open that back up. The first item on there is we're bringing back our youth volleyball program. That'll be coming up later this spring. And so we have the primary focus of that group is 5th to 8th grade, but we also have a younger age group. If you've not had the pleasure of watching 3rd and 4th graders play volleyball, you can make that one of your goals for one of your visits to a recreation event. It is very entertaining. There's a lot of skill development that happens right after 3rd and 4th grade. So it's a lot of fun. We are right in the middle of our Youth League basketball program. We had really great attendance numbers this year. Tricia, our new recreation coordinator, she was promoted this last fall internally to that position, did a really phenomenal job. It's a very heavy lift, and there's a lot of complexity, and scheduling 59 different teams takes a little bit of finesse and a lot of time. So we're happy she's been so successful at that program. We're also just moving into our hiring season. We start pretty early, so I just approved some job descriptions for our lifeguards, and those are making their way through. But we wanted to kind of get early on that so that we can bring in our seasonal help and catch some of those good employees before they get other jobs for the summer. We are bursting at the seams with tournament applications. This is the time that they all start coming in. So the fields are opening on March 1st, and we already have a very, very full schedule. That'll tie into a project I report on a little bit later, which is the parking lot at Columbia Playfields. So we're being really mindful of where we put those tournaments just to make sure that we can have a successful construction season for that. We've kind of rebranded. I'll just mention this one, and then that's probably, and we'll touch on staffing updates, but we are reversing back to Bunny Brunch. We previously named our holiday-themed event Ready, Set, Hop. But we're kind of changing the focus a little bit. I believe it was an older program that's kind of been reincarnated. So we're moving the focus to have some level of pre-registration for a brunch and then other free activities that support that. But the meal portion will be a registered portion, and then there will be other supportive activities. And I just wanted to mention, too, we recently filled our other recreation coordinator position. So for those of you who are fairly new to the commission, we had two very, very senior long-term employees, Stan Johnson and Sherry Gartside, retire last year. We lost a lot of library as a programs manager overseeing all their outreach. So if you've seen the wonderful things the library has been doing, Michelle was really the person behind the scenes, making sure that was all happening. So we're really happy to bring her over to the recreation team. Sad for the library, but happy for us that we were able to get her to join our team. So she's kind of hit the ground running. We actually grabbed her a couple days early and had her come to some special event meetings with us. And so she brings a lot of wealth of experience and knowledge to the team. I'm happy to try and answer questions. I wouldn't be as knowledgeable as Julie, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to try and answer those.
Commissioners, anyone? Questions? All right. Thank you so much, Director Waite. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to our next. We have a Parks and Public Facilities report, and we have a new face here with us. We have Don Weber, and so I will turn the time over to Director Waite and Mr. Weber to share a little bit about our public facilities.
I'm going to let Donald do his self-introduction. He is our very anxiously anticipated project manager. So, Donald, if you want to go ahead and do that, and then I'll talk about the project since you haven't been here very long.
My name is Donald Weber, recent hire to the city of Richland, just finishing up my second week. I'm a licensed land surveyor in the state of Washington. Brief history, I spent the last 3 years in the private sector engineer surveying company, and then the previous 15 years to the city of Kennewick, moving through engineering, survey, and parks project management over there. So, yeah.
We are very, very happy to have Mark. He has, we've been trying to be patient with how quickly we hand off projects to him, so we're excited to have him on board. Just a little context too, we were dividing our responsibilities. Public Works inherited some of our projects, and we still found that there were a lot of mid-range projects that were being handled by supervisors and myself. Supervisors, really their primary responsibility is supervising people, and my job is to lead the department. So we felt like there was a capacity gap there. So we were really happy to have Donald on board. He's going to be taking over a variety of projects with a lot of different focuses. Public Works will still maintain providing us projects that relate to parking lots, trail surfaces, and things that are more in their wheelhouse. So things like playgrounds will live with us here in parks, but things that are more natural fit with Public Works, they'll still be supporting us on those larger capital projects. So this is in addition to those projects that they're providing us. I'm going to kind of rapid fire quick updates. We have a wonderful camera. If you haven't looked at it, a time-lapse camera for the Bateman Island Causeway removal. You can actually go on and play it as well and see the historical time-lapse. You can see it live, the live feed too. Or I guess it's every so often it takes a picture, so the most recent image. But wanted to let you know that tool is out there if you'd like to see it. It's kind of really beautiful, seeing the sunsets and sunrise over the project. That project is nearing completion, so we are meeting with the Corps and their contractors the last week of this month. And that'll be pretty much the project closeout. So they finished most of the bulk of their work. They'll be doing a little bit of reseeding and restoration along the shoreline between the trail and the river itself, and then they'll be handing the project back, or the site back over to us. So that one's been moving forward. We are, just for your information, working with several entities on a celebration. The Yakima, there's a portion of the Yakima tribe that handles salmon recovery and those types of things. They've reached out to us, and we're planning a celebration for the end of April. There will be some traditional foods and speeches about the importance of the salmon run and the causeway and some of those things. So you'll receive an invitation for that once that's on the calendar officially, but we're excited that'll happen down at Columbia Park West. So we're working with a couple of partners on that. We're we're not the primary agency. We're mostly providing technical assistance on, where's a place to set up tents and those types of things. But we're a partner in that planning effort. And I believe the mayor has been invited to speak as well. So we'll probably have a presentation from elected officials in the city. Just for your information, we had a really good discussion about the golf course lease at our last workshop. We had a really good discussion about the golf course lease at our last workshop. As simultaneously was going through the final technical review from city attorney and city administration, and we needed to provide a little bit more information about the legal description of the site and some action later in the spring for those at Leslie Groves Park. For our Parks, Recreation, and Open Space plan, we have started to receive drafts at a staff level for review. So we're going and making internal comments now. Those will then go back to our consultant, and then those revisions will come to you for your review. So that's, again, will be another very large packet of information, and that's anticipated to come out in March. So just be ready. Maybe find a great park to sit in while it's springtime and bring your packet and read it, because there'll be quite a bit to go through for that plan. We met with you. Some of the newer commissioners may not have been here for this, but we brought to you a land exchange in South Badger Mountain. We had a couple of additional steps that we needed to go through, some community engagement that happened with the neighborhoods down there, and that process is complete. So now we're finishing up getting the park that we will inherit. They're getting the legal description and surveying done for that, so that we know the size and location of that park specifically. Once that's done, then there haven't been any changes to the proposal we brought to you, so we're not planning to bring it back to Parks and Rec Commission unless you'd like to see it again. But then it will go through Economic Development and Planning Commission and then on to Council. So there haven't been any changes from what we proposed, but we did need to get that legal description done and the additional community engagement. So I wanted to make you aware that that's still moving forward. The Columbia Point Marina viewing platform construction is moving forward, and it's been going very well. We haven't really had any major hiccups, so we're excited that that one's near completion. I believe we've mentioned this to you before, but we're also in the process, not us, but our Economic Development Department is working on some land exchange up in the Tapteel trail area in North Richland. So the city has some crop circles really far north, and being some additional properties to make sure that we have full connectivity throughout that area. That'll be coming to you probably as more information in the future. You'll see full maps and things, but want to let you know that that's happening behind the scenes. So when you do see it coming before you, you'll have some context. Columbia Playfield parking lot, we're moving forward with that. We've hired an outside consultant to help do some of the technical work on stall spacing and helping us get that prepared. It's going to go out to bid later this spring with a construction season of mid-June through hopefully before school starts. So we have the parking capacity for the school there. And let me just verify. Yeah, that is, we have a lot of other smaller projects going on, but those are kind of the major ones we wanted to keep you updated on. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you so much for that report. Commissioners, do you have any questions for Director Waite?
Very comprehensive.
Good? Okay.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, so I think with that, we are at our opportunity to have some commissioner comments. So do you have any commissioners who'd like to make some comments today?
I'll break the ice.
All right.
I remembered one of the questions I forgot to ask David Comstock. So I don't expect you to answer it now, but I'm going to track you down afterwards. And the question is, how on earth do you get the home location data? You've got a trick. So I'm just curious. So I'll talk to you after. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Our mayor chairs join us today to provide an in-depth look at the developments influencing each of our 4 cities, highlighting achievements, addressing challenges, sharing initiatives and collaborations that are paving the way for continued regional strength. Now I'm pleased to turn the program over to our board chair, Trish Herron, who will guide us through the remainder of our program. Please help me join. Please, I always mess this up. Welcome, Trish. There we go.
Okay, before I start, who else found a sticker on the bottom of their chair and thought they won? Because a bunch of us did. And I'm sorry to the to Pasco for ruining your chairs. Okay, let's get going with today's program. Kicking off the State of the City's presentation is Mayor Gretel Crawford from the city of Kennewick. Mayor Gretel Crawford is a Tri-Cities native, moving here in 1982 and growing up on an apple orchard along the Snake River with her parents and 3 sisters, one of which is here right now. She's married to a 3rd-generation farmer, and one of her sons is now a 4th-generation farmer. A graduate of Kamiakin High School and WSU, Gretel and her husband raised 3 boys here. Gretel founded Gretel Crawford Homes, designing and building custom homes for over 20 years, and operated It's All in the Details, a retail business in Kennewick, for more than 7 years. She has also invested in commercial properties to support small businesses. Gretel ran for office in 2021 to give back to her community. Her goal was to support the city and local businesses during tough times, ensuring a safe place to live, work, and play. She served as Mayor Pro Tem in 2022 to 2023 and has been mayor since fall of 23. She prioritizes citizen engagement, transparency, and community involvement. As she concludes her time on council, she's proud of her accomplishments and confident in the city's future. Please help me welcome Kennewick Mayor Gretel Crawford.
Hello and welcome everyone. It's great to see so many faces today. It's a beautiful fall day in Tri-Cities. So I get to start. Navigating change can be scary, but it can also be our greatest opportunity. In 2025, as our city walked through key changes, Kennewick capitalized on opportunities to improve quality of life for those who live and work here, to make it the best place to do business and develop, and to improve community engagement. Moments throughout this year have left me thinking, and it's a good thing that I like to do things that scare me. This mindset, embracing what challenges us and moving forward, isn't just personal, it's how Kennewick is approaching growth. I'm wise enough to know that rewards are obtained outside of our comfort zones. This is when we are pushed to change and innovate, and when we often come up with the best solutions than if we had done nothing at all because of fear and the unknown. This is what fuels our city's motto and why we embrace leading the way in Kennewick. Growth. The city of Kennewick grew by roughly 670 residents last year, bringing us up to 87,000 residents. This is an addition of 3,000 new residents in just 5 years. I hope when new residents come to our city that they find it easy to connect with city services, that their neighbors are kind and helpful, and that they can become engaged in all that their city has to offer, including city government. Whether sharing your perspectives about taxes, hopes for a new city pool, your thoughts on fireworks with us, or even better, signing up to serve on a board or commission, we strive to listen and make Kennewick welcoming for everyone. Here's the challenge. When a city grows this fast, infrastructure and services struggle to keep pace. Add in the reality that government simply moves slower than private business, and we could easily find ourselves perpetually playing catch up. For me personally, having grown up here and graduating from Kamiakin, as stated before, there is another concern. Will we lose what makes Kennewick feel like home? Will we invite too many outsiders in? But rather than yield to the sometimes scary speed of our growth, Kennewick has embraced it, looking to the future. Our city staff has helped us guide and lead the way in so many ways. I'd like to remind residents that it's not the mayor, at least in Kennewick. who makes most things move forward in our city. We have 7 elected city council members directing policy and making legislative decisions, and I am only one of those. There's several others here today. The city manager then directs those decisions to the rest of the city department heads and staff and oversees all of the day-to-day and long-term planning goals. In the past year, our new city manager, Erin Erdman, has provided quick and effective decision-making and community planning expertise that has earned her deep respect by those she leads across our city. Our staff has grown to 450 employees who bring talent, tenure, and vision to their roles each day. They work hard to turn difficulties and change into opportunities. In the past year, our city staff opened new parks facilities, and construction is underway in our entertainment district. These exciting changes have been done to create opportunities for economic development and recreation that still retain that hometown charm in our city. Instead of playing defense, we've gone on offense. Crime is down 20%. We're making traction with homeless. First response times are improving with 3 new ambulances, and we charged 4,000 criminal cases last year, a record that reflects phenomenal work of our police department and city attorney's office for holding people accountable. These are outcomes from visionary and creative changes made by our team, a team that refuses to be 2 steps behind, an approach of proactive law enforcement and engagement. My time on City Council and as its mayor is coming to an end. I'm going to be back in the seats with all of you soon. Our current council will reform with a new member and select a new mayor in January. This will create more change, but also more opportunities for new ideas, fresh energy, and community engagement. I am so deeply grateful to have been given the opportunity to serve the city of Kennewick and our regional partners in these roles and to have had a front row seat to see the opportunities that are growing out of change. So in my final State of the City's address, I encourage you to imagine a city that embraces planned growth responsibly with a plan for the future, delivering critical infrastructure and services to maintain and grow our quality of life without compromising our hometown charm. A city where the best and the brightest want to live because affordability and safety still remain our priorities. As a closing to the chamber and its many business members and citizens today, I want you to remember that if we want to maintain a government structure that works and a part of the conversation for that future here in our communities, I want to throw out a quote that pushed me into my current position. You're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. Please stay engaged. Please be productive in our communities and support your local governments. Local government, its citizens, and its businesses are stronger when we all work together for a common cause, the strength of our communities and the people and families that it is meant to serve. This is Kennewick's future, and this is how we all will lead the way. Thank you, city staff, council members. You guys have done a great job this year.
2025 has been an outstanding year in the city of Kennewick. New community assets, new faces, facility expansion, technology advancements, and regional partnerships have propelled our momentum forward. Let's look closer at how the city of Kennewick is leading the way in 2025. The Three Rivers Convention Center is undergoing a transformative $71 million expansion that will add 111,000 square feet of new space. This expansion opens doors to sports tournaments, competitions, and large-scale conventions that we simply couldn't accommodate before. Adjacent to the convention center, you'll see the new AC Marriott Hotel Rising, a public-private partnership that will provide essential amenities for convention visitors while driving economic growth throughout our entertainment district. We're on track for completion of both of these projects for late 2026. Over at Vista Field, development is gaining momentum. The City, Public Facilities District, and Port of Kennewick are transforming the site of our former municipal airfield into a vibrant new district, with multiple buildings already taking shape this year. We're also addressing a critical need, our City Hall facility. After 60 years, the building on West 6th Avenue requires significant repairs. The City Council has decided to issue an RFP to evaluate our best path forward, whether that's new construction or a comprehensive remodel, while keeping these efforts focused at the current location.
This year, we saw the grand opening of the Columbia River Dog Park. Nearly 200 humans and their dogs attended the grand opening in October for the 3-acre facility with plenty of room for running and playing. On May 30th, a new splash pad opened at Kennesaw Pool, expanded upon the popularity of these warm weather amenities throughout the city. The city is putting the finishing touches on the Audubon Trail at Columbia Park. This easy 1-mile walk has new interpretive signs, upgraded paths to improve the experience for trail goers and bird watchers. Work is underway at the Vancouver Pump Track, a BMX bike track that adds a family-friendly amenity to a residential area of our city. The team is refining design and it's expected to open in 2026.
In 2025, the City of Kennewick laid the foundation for implementation of a new utility billing system, which will provide advanced features and improve customer service for our 27,000 utility customers. The new billing system is anticipated to be fully implemented in 2026 and will allow us to automate many processes and increase efficiencies. Customers will have access to an upgraded online customer portal with real-time water usage display, billing and payment history, utility alerts, paperless billing, and enhanced automated payment capabilities.
In a banner year for the Kennewick Police Department, we were able to achieve full staffing and are on track to reduce crime by over 20%. Technology advancements allowed our team access to the leading tools to solve crimes. As the lead agency for the Bi-County Police Information Network, staff is securing software that will enhance search capabilities and allow officers to seamlessly interact with their data in real time. There's a request for proposals underway to replace the records management software. We pride ourselves in our public safety community partnerships. And one example is our partnership with the Kennewick School District. This partnership has allowed us to have school resource officers in every high school and in every middle school. Community Care Fund, so officers to all Kennewick residents.
The City of Kennewick has about 450 employees, and this year we have revamped our talent acquisition strategy process. We added an enhanced competitive compensation package that targets our recruiting, the reviewing, and onboarding of our new employees. The city continues to implement creative and flexible work hours, remote work, and other opportunities to support and recruit our talent. We are recognizing 124 employees who have worked for the city for 10 years or more. In addition, we celebrate the success of recruiting 43 new full-time employees and 120 part-time employees, along with creating a new communications and marketing department. We are excited to see the city's continued growth and innovation as we lead the way.
In 2025, we welcomed 9 firefighters to our team, including 2 already certified as paramedics. 2 of our current firefighters completed an 18-month paramedic program at Columbia Basin College, and 1 of our firefighters earned a captain promotion. We also added 3 new replacement ambulances to our fleet this year. I was honored to step into the role as fire chief following the retirement of former Chief Chad Michael this summer. Amid the leadership transition, the department appointed qualified staff to fill key leadership roles, ensuring continuity and maintaining the high level of knowledge and professionalism our community depends on. I'm extremely proud of Kennewick Fire personnel. They exemplify honor, competence, and selflessness every day.
The new Transportation Benefit District has already yielded measurable results, funding extensive pavement preservation and rehabilitation activities, and extending pavement surface life across the network.
The City Attorney's Office is celebrating the 2-year anniversary of its diversion program, where people with drug-related criminal charges complete recovery programs and have their charges dismissed. 220 offenders have entered the program. We also created a deflection program, which allows offenders with mental health or drug diagnoses to avoid legal system involvement by entering into and completing treatment programs. Furthermore, Kennewick partnered with the Washington State Office of Public Defense's Simple Possession, Advocacy, and Representation Social Services program to provide offenders with resources and services.
Despite economic uncertainty from state and federal policy shifts, high inflation, and rising contract costs, the City of Kennewick remains financially sound. We continue to follow the Council's budgeting by priorities model, focusing resources on the community's highest priority needs. This disciplined approach is delivering results. Projects like the Convention Center expansion are being completed on time and on budget. Looking ahead, we're committed to developing strategic and creative solutions that preserve and enhance quality of life for our residents. By staying focused on priority, services, and fiscal responsibility, we're positioning Kennewick for continued success.
Thank you, Mayor Crawford and city staff for putting that together. Next, we'll hear from City of Pasco. Pasco Mayor David Milne has proudly served the Pasco community since joining the City Council in December of 2017. He has served as Mayor Pro Tem from 2023 to 2025 and was elected mayor in August of 25. Starting his career selling power tools while attending CBC in 1994, David founded Milne Nail Power Tool and Repair, which is now the largest independent in Washington. Over the years, he grew his company from the ground up and became an active member of the community. David is married to Nicole, and they have 4 children and a granddaughter. He serves as International Chair for Sunrise Rotary, is active in the Franklin County Republicans, and enjoys traveling, motorcycles, hiking, and trains. Please help me welcome Pasco Mayor David Milne.
I will say this is the biggest crowd I've ever had to really give a detailed speech where it seemed like people were actually listening. So it is quite the honor, and I am very nervous. So if I make a mistake, don't think it's not that I didn't prepare, just I don't want to disappoint everybody. I will, before I get into my speech, take like 30 seconds that being a mayor pro tem for 2 years, you kind of think you know it all, and then you become mayor, and it's like, holy crap. To put it mildly, I mean, just all the issues that come up, yeah, there's so many things, and then trying to run a business and family. I'm always amazed at these 2 other mayors, how they're able to handle business and family and mayor for so long. I'm only going to do this for 4 months. We'll have a new council in January. Likely I'll let other people do it, but it is a total privilege, probably one of the biggest privileges of my life, besides having kids and being married, is to be mayor of City of Pasco. I know I make my family very proud. So I just want to say thank you, and that being in leadership, you kind of get the idea that, wow, it's a lot more than you ever think it is, and the commitment and the time. And I did want to point out Harold Stewart as far as our new city manager, which I'll get to, but I do really appreciate dedication of Pasco City staff and the city manager, because this is a massive job, whether it's a city of 82,000 or the other 2 cities. You really get quite the shock when you're in the spot. So with that, I guess I'll take my 6 minutes and give my quick little speech here. So it is an honor to be here among so many dedicated leaders and partners from across our region. As Mayor of Pasco, I'm proud to share how far we've come and where we're headed next. As a community built on vision, collaboration, and heart, our city has made incredible progress. And today I want to highlight the work and partnerships that continue to move Pasco forward. Guided by our 2024-2025 City Council goals, every decision we make is focused on enhancing quality of life, ensuring financial stability, strengthening our community transportation network, maintaining public safety, fostering economic vitality, and communicating a strong sense of city identity. These priorities shape the work of every City Council member, from planning and public works to public safety and community services. Thanks to the dedication, expertise, and hard work of these city employees, our goals are being turned into tangible results for our community. Our streets and sidewalks are safer and more connected. Investments in parks and community spaces are enhanced livability. Public safety initiatives are reducing crime, and economic development projects are creating jobs and opportunities for our residents. Every effort reflects a shared commitment to building a Pasco that is strong, for our residents. Every effort reflects a shared commitment to building a Pasco that is strong, vibrant, and ready for the future. But building a strong, vibrant community isn't just about programs and policies. It's also about investing in the spaces where residents live, work, learn, and play. That's why we're making significant investments in facilities that serve as the heart of Pasco. One great example is the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center, where phase 1 of renovations is nearly complete. The updates include new classrooms, offices, play areas, and bathrooms, along with an upgraded electrical, plumbing, HVAC systems, making the building safer and more accessible than ever. We look forward to welcoming the community into this revitalized space in 2026. Another highly visible community space is currently under construction off Road 108. The Pasco Aquatics facility is on track to opening next spring, offering families a place to gather, learn, play, and create lasting memories. Funded entirely by a voter-approved sales tax, this project stands as a powerful example of what can happen when residents see a vision worth supporting and take action to make it a reality. Should be an amazing facility. Hopefully, everybody will come to go for a swim. These types of community investments, whether in recreation facilities or other public spaces, go hand in hand with key foundation of strong city, education. This year, we celebrated the opening of 2 new high schools, CityView High and the school district and our community members, all committed to ensuring that our city grows. Every student in Pasco has access to a quality education and the opportunity to reach their full potential and help shape the future of Pasco. As Pasco continues to grow and evolve, we're also keeping our streets and neighborhoods safe for everyone. I'm proud to report that overall crime in Pasco has declined thanks to the dedication of our police department and strong partnerships between law enforcement and our residents. Their hard work and diligence make our community a safer place to live, work, and raise a family. But we're not stopping there. The City Council has taken firm, proactive stance on issues like speeding and illegal street racing, behaviors that too often put lives at risk. We've increased enforcement, introduced new traffic safety initiatives, and made it clear that safety in our streets is a non-negotiable issue. All these achievements we've celebrated so far didn't happen by chance. While the City Council sets the vision for Pasco, the success we've celebrated today and the progress we've made so far would not be possible without the leadership of our city manager and the tireless dedication of our city staff. This year, we are proud to welcome Harold Stewart as our new city manager. Harold impressed council with his extensive leadership experience, and he has already made a strong, positive impact, building connections with staff, community members, and regional partners alike. He has taken time to listen, to learn who we are as a city, and to understand what makes Pasco special, and I'm excited to see Pasco continue and thrive under his leadership. So thank you, Harold. The positive growth we've seen in 2025 is a direct result of people who care. Residents who vote to invest in our community, educators who open new doors for our children, officers who work tirelessly to keep our neighborhoods safe, and the city employees who show up every day determined to make Pasco a better place. Two of our kids have served or are serving at the moment. So anytime we could honor veterans, I think it's a great thing, and I'd hope that people would donate to that, people that have served and given their life. And if you are interested, obviously a donation is great, but you could also, such as sponsoring a reef, or you'd like to volunteer putting a reef on the grave sites, please visit the City of Pasco's website or talk to City of Pasco staff here today for more information. With that, thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Great things are happening in Pasco, and none of it is by accident. With nearly 800 new neighbors moving in between 2024 and 2025, and thousands more expected in the next 20 years, we're laying the groundwork that will keep this community thriving. That starts with space for homes and businesses. Pasco has issued more than 350 new residential permits this year, and we've seen more than 280 businesses open their doors, from one-person operations launched from the Pasco Specialty Kitchen all the way to economic giants like Dairy Gold and Amazon. From new homes and schools to growing businesses and innovative infrastructure, we're building not just for today, but for generations to come.
Our Department of Community and Economic Development is a key part of that future. Every action that we take now will impact our residents forever. And with that responsibility, our Community and Economic Development team works very diligently to make sure that we're not making any decisions that have adverse impact on our current and future residents. We're planning responsibly to ensure balanced development, expanded services, and a high quality of life for current and future residents.
New businesses and new neighbors mean new infrastructure, and Pasco is building the framework that allows our city to grow.
In 2025, we celebrated the Process Water Reuse Facility, both the addition of a groundbreaking collaboration with private business to turn food processing wastewater into fuel, fertilizer, and irrigation water, and the expansion of treatment ponds. Together, these updates provide vital support for agriculture in our region. We're investing in transportation, with new roads being built in the Broadmoor area as open land transforms into neighborhoods, schools, and shopping centers, keeping travel safe for drivers and pedestrians alike. A new roundabout at the intersection of Court Street and Road 68 keeps traffic flowing smoothly on two major arterials in our city. We've doubled capacity at the West Pasco Water Treatment Plant and built additional transmission mains and a storage tank to continue to distribute water to all customers. Still ahead, we're planning for significant upgrades to the Butterfield Water Treatment Plant as our team continues delivering on the projects outlined in our ambitious 6-year capital improvements plan. Low-interest loans were secured for several major utility projects, supporting vital infrastructure with lesser burden on ratepayers. And we're using new state and federal grants to improve safety on roads and sidewalks across the city, making it easier for residents to stay active and connected.
We're working to protect Pasco residents at every level. To improve our emergency response, the fire department recently replaced 3 structure engines, updated several medic units, and added an additional wildland unit to our fleet. We're also investing in new technologies, such as outfitting every medic unit with cutting-edge cardiac defibrillators and laryngoscopes, all aimed at providing a higher level of care to the thousands of patients we provide EMS to on a yearly basis. One of our strengths is the strong working relationship we have with our law enforcement team. We are currently partnering on a new drone program which allows drones piloted by Pasco police officers to assist our crews on fires and during rescue operations. This type of collaboration significantly enhances our ability to serve our community.
The Pasco Police Department Pasco Police are meeting with residents face-to-face, hosting district meetings, and partnering with business leaders to strengthen community trust and collaboration. The community feedback also helps us focus our attention on reducing hotspots, making more of our staff time and resources.
When police anywhere in the Tri-Cities get an animal call, they can partner with our animal control officers at Tri-Cities Animal Services. Our new building has dedicated spaces for handling sick or injured animals, plus an in-house vet's office and improved spaces where families looking to adopt can meet potential pets. But that's just one of the new facilities opened in Pasco this year. This summer, we celebrated a new sporting complex on A Street, giving more Pasco families access to athletic fields closer to home. Downtown at the Pasco Specialty Kitchen, we installed new equipment, a new vendor window, and an outdoor seating area, expanding opportunities for local entrepreneurs. We've invested in Giesa Stadium improvements to ensure that the facility meets MLB requirements and continues providing a safe sports entertainment experience for fans and players alike. And of course, with over 300 days of sunshine each year, we make the most of our outdoor spaces. Thousands join us for events like Cinco de Mayo, the Grand Old 4th of July, the Fiery Foods Festival, Winterfest, and the Cable Bridge Run, celebrating our community all year long. Join us in 2026 for a once-in-a-generation watch party, where soccer fans from all over the region will be able to gather and cheer on their favorite teams as they compete in one of the world's biggest sporting events.
From community and infrastructure and safety to housing, business and recreation, Pasco continues to grow with purpose. Together, we're building a city that's stronger, smarter, and ready for the future.
Thank you, Mayor Milne and city staff for that great update. Next, we'll hear from Mayor Teresa Richardson. Hold on, let me figure out if I can talk. From the city of Richland, Mayor Richardson has served on the Richland City Council since 2022, becoming Mayor Pro Tem in 2023 and Mayor in 2024. What's next in 25 and 26? Let's see where we go here. A retired CEO of Habitat for Humanity, she led the organization for over 10 years, overseeing home construction and volunteer engagement. She also founded Development Solutions, a national fundraising consulting firm, and helped establish New Cold Co-op, a leader in automated cold storage. Active in the community, Teresa has volunteered with various organizations, including CASA, the Boys and Girls Club, and the Union Gospel Mission. A Washington State University grad, she is married with 3 sons and passionate about encouraging the next generation to thrive in Richland. Please help me welcome, thrive in Richland. Please help me welcome Mayor Teresa Richardson.
Good afternoon. It's wonderful to gather once again with so many leaders, neighbors, and partners that share the belief in our region of power and promise that we have. I've just got to take a look at the audience here. If you're from Richland, staff, can you give a wave? There you are. I appreciate you guys so much and the leadership of John Edmondson, our city manager. Just a good job, everyone. Last year, I was able to speak about the spirit of Richland, a spirit filled with curiosity, hard work, and deep commitment to one another. I'm proud to say that that spirit only continues to grow. A few months ago, I had the opportunity to speak to the students at Rivers Edge High School. I asked them a simple question. If you were in charge of the city's budget, where would you spend the budget? Where would you spend those dollars? I gave each one of them 100 Richland bucks and asked them to put them in a bucket that they felt would be most important. They considered things you might expect, like a new water park, performing arts center, more fire stations, more community events, youth programs, but what stayed with me was where they chose to put their dollars: affordable housing. These students, our next generation of leaders, workers, artists, parents, and business owners, reminded me that the future of Richland isn't only built on city council chambers through capital projects. It's built by listening, by learning, by asking who still needs to be at the table, who still needs a path to opportunity. These young people weren't thinking small. They weren't thinking about today's conveniences or instant gratification. They were thinking about stability, opportunity, and what it means to community where every family has a place to belong. That moment reminded me of something very important. Leadership is not defined by where you live. It's defined by who you serve. In Richland, we are committed to ensuring that every Richland has a voice and every council member is accountable to the entire city, every student, every family, every neighborhood, because our future is shared and the responsibility is shared. Our young people are watching how we show up. They're asking us to think long-term, to work together, to put people and potential above boundaries and labels. And we will. Richland's future is bright because our community is thoughtful, collaborative, and deeply invested in tomorrow. We are building a city that's innovative, resilient, connected, and welcoming. A city where the future is in focus, where every resident can see a path forward, and every student can imagine their place in it. Together, we will continue to build not just for today, but for those who will inherit what we create. To ensure the next generation thrives, join me. Let's work together. Thank you.
Major planning efforts, modernized systems, and invested in critical infrastructure. Together, we're keeping our future in focus and preparing for the next era of growth, innovation, and quality of life.
This year, the city has accomplished many major milestones under community visioning and planning. Together, the Future in Focus Plan brings together the city's comprehensive plan, the Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Plan, and the citywide transportation plan. By aligning these efforts, we made it easier for residents to participate, create a shared vision across departments, and strengthen the foundation for where Richland is headed next. Our community told us they value access to parks and riverfront spaces, transportation choices, strong neighborhoods, and continued investment in economic development. With Future in Focus, we have a roadmap shaped by the people who call Richland home.
Reliable communication saves lives. That's why Richland, along with our regional partners in Benton and Franklin counties, are investing in a new 800 megahertz digital radio system. This upgrade will replace our aging VHF infrastructure with modern encrypted technology that gives first responders more channels, clearer connections, and stronger coordination during emergencies. It's a true regional effort, one that ensures our cities and counties can respond together faster and more effectively when our community needs us most.
Richland's economy continues to grow due to high-quality employers and regional partnerships.
Thank you.
This year, we continued accelerating development in North Richland, working closely with the Port of Benton and local industry leaders to expand job opportunities and new research and clean energy initiatives. We also advanced commercial development along the SR 240 corridor, including new investment at Taptail Drive, bringing expanded services and retail options for residents. By supporting business growth, encouraging development, and investing in key business growth, encouraging development, and investing in key employment areas, we're helping build a strong and resilient local economy.
Building a city that moves safely and efficiently is key to our future growth. This year, we invested in major transportation improvements that enhance safety, reduce congestion, and support our expanding community.
That includes the future Dupertail roundabouts, Dallas Road improvements, and Badger Mountain South corridor upgrades, and key access improvements around the new Costco corridor. We also advanced design of the Downtown Loop project and held a community meeting to inform residents of project timing and traffic impacts. In addition, we will soon complete improvements to George Washington Way and Columbia Point Drive intersection, and we are initiating improvements to the Taptail and Steptoe intersection. These projects create smoother travel, open up new development areas, and prepare Richland for the next phase of growth.
A reliable power system is essential to Richland's residents, businesses, and future growth. So this year, we strengthened our electric distribution system with substation upgrades at our Stevens location, including new switchgear equipment, a power transformer, and investments in modern system monitoring tools. We anticipate continuing similar upgrades in our Thayer substation in 2026. These improvements increase system reliability, support economic development, and position us to meet future energy needs as Richland grows. Our focus is simple: a resilient, efficient, and future-ready power system for our community and customers.
It's been an honor to serve this community for more than 3 decades. I'm proud of the men and women who dedicate themselves to protecting Richland every day. And as I look towards my retirement at the end of the year, I'm proud to hand over the reins to our new Fire Chief, Randy Ost.
Thanks, Chief. As we look ahead, we plan on building on that strong foundation that's been laid. We plan on investing in our people, expanding our training, and strengthening the programs that keep our community safe and connected.
Public safety continues to evolve. This year, more than ever, we have invested in thoughtful and consistent recruitment to expand our team and to commit to ongoing community engagement. We advance technology like drones as first responders. In addition, we are pursuing a feasibility needs assessment to explore options for a new or expanded police station, as our current facilities are inadequate.
Richland's outdoor spaces are a cornerstone of our quality of life. Are you ready? Let's go! Oh, you are fast! This year completed major park upgrades, including the Sturgeon Cove Playground here at Howard Ammon Park and the lawn at the Richland Public Library. We continue to invest in safety with mobile security trailers in parks and expanded outreach services for unhoused residents.
Park Ranger!
And our community spirit shines in events like Ironman, where we improved spectator access and volunteer support.
Richland's future is bright and built on thoughtful planning, innovation, and partnership. Thank you to our residents, businesses, employees, and regional partners for your support and shared commitment. Together, we are building a strong, connected, and active community.
Trish had to take off today. She had a conflict, so I am back to close up the program. But thanks for the great update, Mayor Richardson, and the really great words and another really great video. Next, today is kind of bittersweet as it marks our final State of the City's presentation that we're going to get from our outgoing mayor, Brent Gary from West Richland. Brent has been speaking at State of the City since 2014, consistently providing valuable updates from his city and often highlighted with his razor sharp wit. We had to throw that. We're giving you a compliment, Brent. We really appreciate all your effort and dedication over the years. So as I bring him up, let's give him a great round of applause. But I'm going to introduce him first. Brent Gary is serving his third and final term as mayor and CEO of West Richland. He previously served as West Richland's city council member for 4 years. In addition to managing the day-to-day operation of the city of West Richland, Mayor Gary is also the chair of the Energy Communities Alliance, chair of the Hanford Communities Administrative Board, and chair of the Tri-Cities National Park Committee, and many more things. He's been married to his best friend, Denise, who's here with us today, for 39 years, and they've lived children. So let's give Mayor Gary a wonderful round of applause.
I did have a few statements that I was going to read, but I was looking at the clock and the respect of everybody's time today. I'm gonna go ahead and move right to our video, but I will say that the city of West Richland represents everything that my sister and brother mayors talked about today. Resiliency, community effort, community partnership, public safety, dedicated staff, all of the above. But due to the time frame, I guess we'll just go ahead and go to the video, and then I'll have a few words after we're done.
I want to welcome everybody to the State of the Cities. I want to thank the Regional Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event and the sponsor of Baker Boyer Bank. You know, the city of West Richland has seen a big boom in residential growth. We've seen it in single family, multi-family, townhouse, fourplex, duplexes, all of the needs that the city of West Richland was in need of to grow our community. And not only with the residential growth, we've also seen commercial growth. We've seen commercial growth in services, eating establishments, entertainment businesses, a variety coming to town. You know, as this community grows, so does the economic wealth. We've also seen new public facilities in West Richland. The Richland School District has invested in West Richland with a new middle school, a new grade school, a teaching and learning center, and they've also secured property for a new high school. The West Richland City Council approved the construction of the new municipal services facility in 2017. With being 35 years in business, I know that happy employees are productive employees, and that's why one of the reasons this facility was so important. In 2019, citizens approved a $12.5 million bond to construct a new police station. This police station is designed for a 30-year growth and will facilitate the needs of our police department for many years to come. Okay, now for some fun facts. Over the 16 years of my tenure at the City of West Richland, I've worked with one Port of Kennewick Executive Director, one Regional Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, 3 Visit Tri-Cities Executive Directors, 2 TriDec Executive Directors, 3 City Managers for the City of Pasco, 2 City Managers for the City of Kennewick, and 2 City Managers for the City of Richland, 3 Franklin County Administrators, 2 Benton County Administrators, and you know, being a council member is not an easy task. I've seen 18 council members at the City of West Richland. And now my staff's going to talk about all the exciting things that we've had going on in West Richland for this last year.
West Richland's economy remains strong and stable. With conservative budgeting and steady population growth, the city continues to provide quality services while investing in the infrastructure our community depends on. This year, we advanced several major capital projects and development initiatives that support growth and improve everyday life. As we look ahead, our focus remains on maintaining financial health, improving efficiency, and ensuring that new development aligns with the city's long-term vision.
West Richland continues to be one of the fastest growing cities in the Tri-Cities region. Over the past year, we welcomed new businesses, supported local entrepreneurs, and seen continued demand for both single-family and multifamily housing. At Lewis and Clark Ranch, plans are moving forward for a new mixed-use community that will bring housing, retail, and employment opportunities together. With strong building activity and projected growth ahead, our goal is to guide development that preserves the community character residents value.
Our Public Works team continues to deliver major capital improvements across the city. In the water system, projects like the Flat Top Well Replacement, Well 3 Replacement, Well 12 Replacement, new Well 13, second airtight connection with the City of Richland's water system, and the new Belmont Reservoir are increasing water source production and increasing water storage capacity while improving overall system efficiency and reliability. On the sewer side, the planning for the next expansion of the city's wastewater treatment plant is currently underway that will increase the city's wastewater treatment capacity for the next 20 years of planned growth. And in transportation, projects such as the Keene Road Pathway, intersection upgrades at Keene and Kennedy, and at Keene and South Highlands, the Keene Road widening Phase 1, enhancing safety, decreasing congestion, and expanding mobility options for all users, pedestrians, bicyclists, transit users, and vehicles throughout West Richland.
Public safety remains our highest priority. The West Richland Police Department continues to adopt new technology, including the latest Axon equipment to enhance transparency and efficiency. Our partnership with Benton County Fire District Number 4 ensures fast, professional emergency responses. This year, the Fire District added a new ladder truck and additional equipment to better serve the growing community. Together, our police and fire departments remain dedicated to protecting lives, property, and the quality of life that makes West Richland special.
Our parks and community spaces continue to bring people together, from National Night Out at the Bombing Range Sports Complex to the Veterans Day Parade and the Wednesdays in West Market at Flat Top Park. These events showcase the strong community spirit that defines West Richland. The Red Mountain Event Center has quickly become a focal point for entertainment, hosting everything from motorsports, including NASCAR, to car shows, monster trucks, and holiday light parades, to kids dig rigs and hot air balloons. Its versatility has made it a true gathering place for residents and visitors alike. With Richland, Pasco, and Kennewick each offering their own event centers, West Richland's facility completes the regional network of venues that support community celebrations and attract tourism throughout the Tri-Cities. Our expanding trail system now offers miles of connected pathways for walking, biking, and recreation. Together, these projects and events reflect our ongoing commitment to maintaining an active, family-friendly community and a high quality of life.
Well, how about that tri-quad cities? Everybody did a great job, right? Got to get the chamber to start working on that rebranding of the quad. Come on, get up, get up. So we've got Stephanie, we have Selena, Aaron, Eric, Brad, Roscoe, and of course Chief Fry and Commander Coates and Kelly. It's you guys that make the city of West Richland. You make me look good. I'm just the eye candy, right? That's what we do. We got to thank our council, obviously. Councilman Fetto, you've done a great job with the Veterans Day Parade and taking the West Richland Chamber to a next level. Thank you so much. And my wife, thanks, Denise. I'm supposed to. But you know, it's a lot of work. Many, I'm okay. Many nights she ate by herself, or put it in the oven for me, and then with ECA, it took a lot of time too. You know, traveling through the United States and Europe, representing our community. We are a nuclear community, and ECA, Energy Communities Alliance, is a very important part of what we do here in our community. So very passionate with that, and I really love it. Thank you, honey. It's hard to get. It's really hard to get her out here to do anything, you know, and I guess I'm just kind of a little baby, but you know, that's good. The only time I don't cry is when I call these guys into my principal's office, right? It's all good. So I've got one thing I'd like to say. Thank you so much for the 11 years on the stage and everything that the Chamber does for us. And, you know, Baker Boyer Bank, thank you. You always put on a great show. We appreciate your support. Look forward to many more years of that. I'll be sitting out there in the back corner, though. But I guess there's only one thing for us left to do.
Are you doing this?
Let's doing this.
Great job. Great job.
If we had more time, I'd have gone through the whole list.
We've had years where you've gone through your list, so you're good. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Mayor Gary, you've been really, really wonderful to work with. I'm really honored to have worked with you all these years, so thank you so much. We appreciate all the mayors for the great presentations that you gave. You know, as I sat here today and looked at all these videos, I just really thought, gosh, we just live in such a beautiful place. The photography is great, but you know, you can't film a place that doesn't look as beautiful as the Tri-Cities, and I see the pride in all the city staff, and I just sat there thinking, I'm so fortunate to live here in the Tri-Cities. So thanks to everybody who helped put on Tri-Cities. So thanks to everybody who helped put on this great show today. Also want to thank Baker Boyer Bank for sponsoring our luncheon, as well as all the mayors and the city staff to put this presentation together, our staff here at the Red Lion, and of course all of you for attending our luncheon.
Heard of the term cathedral thinking before. Cathedral thinking is in reference to a long-term vision where historically people could see somehow beyond the immediate future as they worked to build something significant as a cathedral. They had the vision and determination to put the very best of their craft into a project that they would never live to see the end of. And from that effort, the world was blessed with inspirational cathedrals that defy description. Forbes magazine wrote an article about the motivations behind cathedral thinking. The essence of the article was this: people don't just want to lay bricks, they want to build cathedrals. Well, today, we're going to highlight accomplishments from some of the cathedral thinkers in our community and the ongoing role that tourism plays in transforming people and places. For starters, let's take a look at the numbers. Tourism infuses more than $643 million into our local businesses each year. This creates a positive economic cycle as revenues flow throughout community leaders, agencies, tourism partners, and others as we help infuse economic vitality and community achievement. But what we do goes far deeper than economic impact. There are so many ways that tourism is transforming people and places in our community. When you think about it, tourism is all about making and celebrating connections. Personal connections with nature and outside, social connections with family and friends, physical connections with health and fitness, mental connections with open minds and fresh ideas. You get the idea. As a destination, we are lucky to have a broad base of industry and business segments that provide a stable economic foundation for our community. That base is stimulated by 5 core destination drivers: wineries and vineyards, river recreation, history and science, events and entertainment, and sunshine and open spaces. These core experiences attract an inflow of visitor spending into the area, energizing our businesses and creating vibrant opportunities for making connections. Together, they work like a destination dance. And today, we've invited the Mid-Columbia Contemporary Dance to celebrate the vital transformations that they inspire. Take a look.
Order up that beat just like a takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with the net. Show me you got soul. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
Big shout out and thank you to the dancers for bringing that idea to life so beautifully. Their performance is a great reminder that with every part, when every part moves with purpose, the whole community moves forward. And to help us continue that momentum, I'd like to welcome to the stage our board chair and the airport director, Buck Taft. Buck?
There are many important leaders who help choreograph the destination dance in our communities. I want to acknowledge our honored guests and elected officials for joining us today and ask that they stand when I call out their name. Audience, please hold your applause until they are all standing. Office of Congressman Dan Newhouse, Dallas Parr, Emily Garza. City of Kennewick Mayor Gretel Crawford. City of Kennewick Mayor Pro Tem Chuck Torelli. City of Kennewick Council Member Jim Milbauer. Kennewick City Manager Aaron Erdman. I'm happy I got through Kennewick because I kept messing it up, so that's my win for this year. City of Pasco Mayor David Milne. Pasco Council Members Blanche Barajas. Pasco City Manager Harold Stewart. City of Richland Mayor Teresa Richardson. City of Richland Mayor Pro Tem Sandra Kent. City of Richland Council Member Johanna Jones. Richland Fire Chief Randy Oss. I want to recognize and thank H2C and the Three Rivers Convention Center and Toyota Center for their diamond level contribution to Visit Tri-Cities, which includes sponsorship of this meeting. I also want to recognize the other 5 diamond level sponsors for the tremendous support they provide to Visit Tri-Cities. Diamond level sponsors include P&L, Bechtel National, CPCCO, HMIS, and Alpine Roofing. Please join me in thanking them for their support and involvement in the positive impact. Please join me in thanking them for their support and involvement in the positive impact Visit Tri-Cities brings to our communities. We also want to recognize the cities, counties, ports, and local agencies for their collaboration and support as we work to fuel transformational growth. This collaboration was evident as our communities worked together to host the Ironman 70.3. On that note, I would like to welcome Kevin back to the stage to discuss a new program introduced by Visit Tri-Cities this year.
Thanks, Buck. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Buck. One of the undercurrents that moves the Tri-Cities forward as a community is the concept of personal transformation. From the beginning, our people have been driven to look for possibilities and find solutions. This internal power propels individuals over obstacles and around barriers. And the collaborative nature of this in our community, the belief that we can make a difference, is a force that continues to unveil new opportunities. This year, our team launched the I Am Try program that was born from that undercurrent. Let's take a look.
Start seeing people crash down in that water, man, it was something. And then you get down in that chute and you're waiting for that beep, 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 and wow, I mean, what a thrill.
Bringing an event like the Ironman 70.3 to the Tri-Cities provides immediate economic impact to the area, but the event does way more than that for the community. Some of the most significant benefits are seen in the community pride and enthusiasm that the event helps generate.
The streets were lined with people ringing bells and hanging up signs and cheering us all on, and it brings the community out, gives them something to do together.
The support of the community is the magic.
I've never pushed my body to that kind of limit before in my life.
Gotta love it when the training comes together.
I've had shorter stints of high exertion, but nothing for 6.5 hours like that.
When we noticed the swell of positive energy and activity in our community surrounding the Ironman event, we wanted to share it, to reach out to people in our community who, for whatever reason, might not see themselves, in this space. The I Am Try program gives deserving individuals the opportunity to conquer the Ironman 70.3 and in the process, transform their lives.
I never pictured myself being here today. I grew up in a low-income household. I didn't have many opportunities to try different sports, or even in know my own capabilities or abilities.
Each year, we invite 2 individuals to participate in the race. And with generous support from community partners, we help remove some of the barriers to success.
But you're missing about all of this water right here.
The I Am Try program has been a fantastic experience for me, and it got me to a level I didn't think I could get to.
It's important to have other people on your team and supporting you, because I would not have my finisher medal if it wasn't for my support.
I had great support along the way. My family, my wife, the sponsors from I Am Try. Couldn't have done it without all of them.
So good! The I Am Try program allowed me to learn about myself, get the resources I needed, and just feel comfortable with my journey as I become a healthier version of myself. And this gave me the opportunity to know that I'm capable of that and more.
I think our purpose in life is to discover what's inside, our talents, our gifts, and our abilities. And when we find that, we use those gifts and abilities to do good in the world. And that inspires others to do the same.
Good job, Michael! I don't think there's a word that I could use to really accurately convey how I felt. I was ecstatic.
This program aligns with Bechtel's values to live for a challenge and succeed together. So the more people we can get engaged, the better and more exciting our community will continue to be.
Growing up, even as a child, I didn't know there was any of these type of races. I didn't know I could go out there and participate. I didn't know I could go out there and push myself. But with this opportunity with the I Am Try program, I learned that there's so many other things that I could be a part of. With the right resources, with the right support, I can make those things happen.
Maricela was born in a migrant worker family. In her younger life, she had a near drowning incident that gave her and her family an extreme fear of the water.
My dad's no longer living, so even though he can't be here, I know he would be so happy and proud of me. He would not let me get in the water. But I know he would be so happy and, joining me throughout my, training. And I know that he's in me and with me throughout this race. So I'm just happy and excited to be able to represent his last name through this race.
This morning when I got up and I looked in the mirror to shave, I was thinking, I'm a triathlete. Morning when I got up and I looked in the mirror to shave, I was thinking, I'm a triathlete. I had numerous people around me say I could never do that.
I met Mike about 4 years ago. At that time, he had already been 5 years sober.
I checked into treatment on August 11th of 2016. Struggling with alcohol for some time. The last 2 years were horrendous. I was running myself in the ground as well as trying to drag down everything, my family, my business, all of it. Finally got lucky enough that I was pushed by friends and family to seek help. I still work a 12-step program. I'm still active in recovery groups in town. It's something I see that's necessary for my survival. The I'm Try program came out. I had a couple buddies kind of reach out and say, hey, this thing might be something you want to look into.
The I Am Try. You don't have to do it alone. You can get out of the darkness with someone else, and there's somebody that you can lean on so that you can find joy and connection and light in life.
Through the I Am Try program, I've discovered what's in me, what's in you.
This really has been an incredible program to work through and watch these athletes as they work through this in their life. Mike and Maricela are here, and if they wouldn't mind standing up, we can all give them an applause and congratulate them on that journey. The I Am Try program presented by Bechtel provides a transformational opportunity for individuals in our community. Thanks to the support of our sponsors, we're going to continue the program. Thanks to the support of our sponsors, we're going to continue the program in 2026, and applications are now open. So if you or somebody you know might be a great fit, we encourage you to check out the site, visit Tri-City's website, find the application there, and see if you can be one of the next I Am Try athletes. Let's give another hand to Mike and Maricela. Buck, this year's Tourism Champion Award gives us a chance to look even deeper into the transformational changes inspired by tourism.
The Chris Watkins Tourism Champion of the Year Award is the most prestigious award that Visit Tri-Cities extends each year. And as a sponsor of our annual meeting, we are honored to have H2C President Carol Johnson joining us today to announce this year's winner.
I'm Carol Johnson, and I'm the President and Program Manager at Hanford Tank Waste Operations and Closure, otherwise like make it better, make something better every day, commit to our mission, own it, listen first, and act with integrity. And there are several what we call expected behaviors that are a part of that value set. And those examples include things like do the right thing, be the solution, have a positive outlook every day, and being innovative. Being innovative will allow us to deliver and to achieve our vision on the Hanford site to solve the Department of Energy's largest environmental challenge in order to provide a positive legacy for future generations and also a positive legacy for this great community. The Chris Watkins Tourism Champion Award celebrates those who also share that goal, those who create continued positive, meaningful impact in the Tri-Cities tourism industry and help make this community the best it can be. So we're excited to announce the winner of the 2025 Chris Watkins Tourism Champion Award is Vijay Patel. So Vijay is president of A1 Hospitality. A1 Hospitality is a family-owned and operated hotel management and development company founded in 1997 by Vijay and his wife, Meeta Patel. The company is headquartered here in Kennewick. Vijay's commitment to excellence, innovation, and desire to be the solution has transformed the Tri-Cities into a destination. His integrity and passion make him an inspiring role model. This award recognizes his outstanding vision for tourism and his leadership and dedication to our community. He's already up here, but I want to give a little background on his accomplishments. Vijay began his life in Uganda. Due to political unrest, his family fled. He finished high school and college in India and then moved to London to start a career in his family's retail operations. And after moving to the United States with his family in 1993, he began managing a family-owned motel in Oregon. And in 1997, A1 Hospitality was born. His journey in the Tri-Cities started in 2002 as Vijay worked with Franklin County to develop a hotel and event center in Pasco. And this project is a good example of cathedral thinking. In the early 2000s, no one was developing in Pasco. And as you can see from the image on the screen, the area around Road 68 was desolate. At the time, Vijay told a newspaper reporter, "You watch, this area is going to start popping like a reporter. You watch, this area is going to start popping like popcorn." And did it ever. Over the years, A1 has acquired and renovated a number of hotel properties in the region. And in 2018, they added the Courtyard by Marriott at the Pasco Airport. And today they have 3 additional tourism construction projects underway. Vijay has built an A-team at A1 Hospitality Group, and he claims that's the real essence of his success. He says, "Our philosophy is simple: treat every guest like family, every employee like a partner, and every property as an opportunity to serve the community." He's a civic and industry leader and mentor who has been recognized for his contributions and advocacy for the tourism industry. Vijay's commitment to excellence and innovation truly transformed
these board of directors. We want to recognize all of the board members for their contributions today. The individuals listed on the screen represent a broad scope of organizations and community services that provide critical expertise to our organization. It's a pleasure working with these industry professionals as they help us fuel transformational change in the people and places of the Tri-Cities. Now I'll turn things back to Trish to present the Excellence in Service Award.
All right, I'm switching my hats. Good afternoon. I'm Trish Heron with Patel, operator of Department of Energy's Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. We focus on simultaneous excellence in science, technology, management and operations, and community service. Patel has proudly sponsored the Excellence in Service Award since 2013, and I am honored to be the chair. This year we received more than 50 nominations from across the community, each highlighting the people and the businesses who shape our visitors' experience. Excellence in service can be measured in a variety of ways, but truly memorable experiences go beyond the basics. It makes someone feel cared for. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Shay Frigette to the stage. Shay and her husband Greg are the owners of Frigette Winery and the winner of the Frigette Winery for always welcoming them at the door with a smile and for consistently providing quick and detailed service. Please help me welcome Shay. Thank you. Receiving the Excellence in Service Award was incredibly motivating to our culture. Every person who walks through their doors is welcome just like family. And every person who walks through their doors is welcome just like family. And we just celebrated Thanksgiving, so we know how important family is, right? Right? They also understand that great service starts with a supportive team. When a team feels valued, then your guests are going to feel valued too. And the stories behind this year's winner says it all. Here's an example. In the early hours of the morning, a family arrived after losing everything they own in a house fire. No shoes, no credit cards, and their children were still in their pajamas. A team member stepped in immediately to help them get settled, and then spent several days assembling contact security and non-emergency services, and stay with them until his wife returns safely. So those aren't just small gestures. That's going way above and beyond. That's like seeing someone as a human. That's true connection, and that's true excellence in service. These are the moments that transform someone's entire experience and inspire them to return again, again, and again. And this is what happens when a business builds culture where hospitality is heartfelt, teamwork is strong, and every guest is treated like family. In that kind of environment, extraordinary service simply becomes the norm. Richland as this year's winner of the Excellence in Service Award. At this time, I'd like to introduce Lacey Stevens, Home 2 Suites General Manager, to step forward and receive the award.
Oh, for me, this is just a really good moment to thank BJ, Lacey, and so many others who are out there giving great service in our community for the connection that you've had with me while I've been here at Visit Tri-Cities over the last 3 years. Just such a wonderful group of people, and they're just so exemplary. One more round of applause for them. Over the last few years, the Visit Tri-Cities team has been charged with an ambitious set of strategic objectives. It hasn't always been easy, but we've accomplished some significant work, and I'm really, really pleased with the team. Let me show you just a few highlights that demonstrate how we're fueling transformational growth. Since 2022, the annual number of overnight visitors to our destination has grown by 220,000. During that time, we generated an increase of nearly $50 million in visitor spending. The overall economic impact of visitors has grown $1.7 billion. Economic impact of visitors has $1.7 billion. With the introduction of large-scale events such as the Ironman 70. Dozens of agencies, community leaders, parks and recreation teams, and first responders, and dozens more of untold heroes are involved in the success. And the positive energy that spreads throughout our community is infectious. I just want to say congratulations and thank you to every resident, every agency, every business and community leader who has stepped up and stepped in to inspire and lift our community. Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause. The Ironman event gets a lot of attention, and rightfully so, but there are so many other factors that contribute to the community growth and vitality that our teams help to generate. In total, our sales team facilitated events from over 160 conventions and sports groups, bringing in more than $37 million in visitor spending to the area in 2025. Often these events go on behind the limelight, but their consistent and continuous impact provide the foundation for those shiny pillars of tourism cathedrals. Visit Tri-Cities uses targeted digital advertising to reach the traveler most likely to visit. The data shows that some of our highest value visitors come from the fly-in markets where we have direct flights that come to the Tri-Cities, because those people tend to stay longer and spend a little bit more. So we increased our 2025 advertising in those areas to support the good work that Buck and the Port of Pasco are doing at the airport. And the numbers seem to confirm that the collaborative efforts are working. Passenger counts at the airport were on record-breaking pace leading up to the government shutdown, and then things got a little off, but we're still tracking a good pace there. When those traffic patterns shifted, we adjusted our campaigns to focus more on regional drive markets. Being data-driven allows us to do that, to take our advertising and focus and react quickly where the industry impacts are taking place and adjust our strategy in real time. Our digital ad strategies continue to deliver strong results. Through September, we've tracked an 8.8% increase in revenue, which is one of the highest growth rates in the state. You know, we started this meeting talking about the concept of cathedral thinking. And this year, we had a chance to celebrate some of the outcomes of that kind of thinking. There were a number of anniversary celebrations in 2025, including LIGO having a 10-year anniversary. The Manhattan Project National Historical Park was also celebrated 10 years this year. The Reach National Monument celebrated 25 years this year, and the Water Follies and PNNL both celebrated 60-year anniversaries. Congratulations to all of those folks and the people behind the scenes. You know, there are so many dedicated efforts of people way back when who had the vision to pursue these designations and see the visions through, and we get to celebrate those today. Some of the other transformational accomplishments that our team is involved in are focused on the future. Now, think for just a minute about the changes and enhancements that are going on to the tourism infrastructure literally right outside our doors. There's an incredible convention center expansion happening. At the Hapo Center in Pasco, there have been new renovations there, making that facility more attractive and more usable. There are new hotels and improvement projects all throughout the valley, including Live-Away Suites, the Home 2 Suites, the AC Marriott that is also being built right out here. There's renovations at the Clover Island Inn, and there's a new Holiday Inn going in just down the street. In addition to those, there are a host of other local projects going on. The Aquatic Center in Pasco, the Fairgrounds renovations, the Red Mountain Event Center, some great things happening out there. There's a new pickleball facility called the Flying Pickle. And then there's the Summers Hub Food Truck Pavilion in Pasco that just opened. And we also have a new children's museum in the works. And we can't forget about the new LED lighting for the cable bridge we want to live, work, and invest in. And together, we're doing that, and it's transformational for all of us. Congratulations. It's really kind of hard to celebrate all of the good work our team is involved in, but I do want to congratulate our team. I'm so thrilled with the energy and enthusiasm that they have right now for the market and what's going on. And we've created a quick video to show you some of the behind-the-scenes work, some of the unique roles that they play, and their accomplishments. Take a look. We've got a really great team, and I am just so thankful to be working with them. The role our team plays is very important. We get to influence, witness, and feel the effects of the transformational changes that are taking place in our community. We get to collaborate with partners, sponsors, and community leaders who get involved in these initiatives. And there are many opportunities to get involved. As a business leader here today, I encourage you to stop by our booth in the Tourism Showcase afterward and meet our team. There you can learn more about some of the sponsorship and promotional opportunities that might be available to you as you work alongside of us in the work that we're doing. As we wrap up this section, I just want to once again congratulate our award winners, Vijay Patel from A1 Hospitality, along with Lacey Stevens and Amber Gardner-Hearn, the team at Home 2 Suites in Richland. I also want to thank Buck, Trish, Shay, Carol, everybody who's been a part of this tonight. You've been an important part of what we're doing here. Thank you for your leadership and support in everything we do. Now, the fun part, what you've all been waiting for. Tri-Cities is a community with kindred connections to the passion, the dreams, the persistence, and the human spirit of caring for one another as we push forward to build something even better. As we thought about that legacy that we have in the Tri-Cities, we reflected on the people where you wish everyone you knew could experience it. His hometown perspective reminds you of the power of connection and how much impact we have when we look for the good in others. We're thrilled to have him with us today, and I hope his story inspires you and enriches the interactions that you have in your life as you continue shaping the incredible community that we live in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Santino Fontana.
Thank you. No pressure. Jesus. No, I'm so honored to be here. Thank you for having me. And thank you for clapping before I've even done anything. Honestly, this is a first. I have performed in front of a lot of people on stage, on screen. But this feels different because it's home. And because some of you, a lot of people on stage, on screen. But this feels different because it's home. And because some of you know me from before I could. We moved here when I was 10. Calm is until you find it. Safe, emotionally safe. The Tri-Cities gave me room. Room to take risks, room to explore, room to be weird or strange, and all of that made the difference. And with the support and patience from my parents, Sharon and Ernie Fontana, who are here, I was slowly introduced to people who helped me find my way forward, some of whom are here as well. Ginny Quinley cast me as a Cockney pickpocket in a CBC show while working around my very important All-Star Little League schedule. Linda Hoffman, who I talked to at my audition for How to Eat Like a Child, which we performed on a makeshift stage on the Columbia River. I still have the blue t-shirt. By the way, I also know what the fingernail is. That's a secret we all have. Patty White, who supported me when I left baseball practice to learn how to tap dance like Sammy Davis Jr. in a room full of very quiet girls. Jill Chambers at Carmichael Middle School, who had our science class do a series of creative projects. It led to me making movies in my parents' garage. We built a submarine out of foil for one movie. Another movie, I shot a comedic take of JFK's autopsy. Yeah, that happened. Luckily, there's no video footage of it, so don't look. No one pulled me aside, though, throughout all of this and said, hey, what are you doing? Are you sure? Settle down, be normal. Instead, people here said, why not? In middle school, I somehow got the faculty to let us do full-on assemblies where I wrote skits. They'd never done that before. Not bad. Was a joke, never play leapfrog with a unicorn. Sorry. Steve Haberman taught me jazz piano theory classes, and he showed me that music really is just possibilities. Joyce Bean at CUP, Mike and Donna Horstman at Christ the King, Reg Unterseer, who started me on a vocal training journey and assured me improvement takes time. Effort and time. That's it. And I used to come to him complaining that I had no falsetto as a singer. Years later, he came to see me in Tootsie on Broadway, where I sang in falsetto half of the show. He was right. Dave Kazir, Kaz as we knew him, let me join a college jazz choir when I was in high school. And it led me to meeting Lionel Hampton at his jazz festival in Idaho. It was a full, rich childhood rooted in community, a community that made sure, first and foremost, we were safe. My wife is from Philadelphia. When I tell her my scary high school stories, she says it sounds like I grew up where Leave It to Beaver took place. One of my dangerous